YouTube, Christopher. This is a cool one. This is a Fender, made in Japan, Aerodyne Special HSS Stratocaster. This thing is quite cool. This finish is amazing. This thing has a Babbage bridge, which has these really cool saddles on it that are highly reflective, as you can see. But they're extremely comfortable. They round out at the top. Pretty cool. So we have Fender Aerodyne Special pickups. Humbucker, 2 single coils. And I'm here to tell you, they sound awesome. This guy's got a rosewood fretboard with mother of pearl inlays. It's got a matching headstock with the Fender logo in chrome. My little hair tie there in the way of where you would adjust the truss rod is here. This has all low profile locking tuners, which you don't need to have a string tree. And you'll see on here, I took my strings out of the string tree, so they're just above it, because string trees just make your guitar go out of tune when you're using the whammy bar. So it's made in Japan. Maple neck, you got the skunk stripe in the back. I have the back plate off so you can see inside. Not a huge fan of that bridge block that's in there. It looks kind of like a zinc block or whatever. 3 springs. It's got electronics in here because there's no pick guard on this guitar. There's the Fender Aerodyne labeled back plate for the neck plate, I should say. Single volume, 2 tones. The middle tone is for the single coils. This guy is, the bottom one is for the humbucker. Let's hear how this thing sounds. It's not just sexy. It sounds really good too. So we're going to start off on our clean tone. We're going to go humbucker first. Here we go. There's the humbucker. Position 2 is, it's a 5-way switch, by the way. Position 2 is the humbucker and the middle pickup pickle. The middle pickle combined with the humbucker. Nice little spanky tone there. Here's a middle pickup. Fourth position, which is the 2 single coils. Neck pickup. Right, let's get some gain going here. We're gonna go for like a classic rock tone. Oh, where is it? Right here. So here's the bridge with the classic rock type of gain. Second position. Middle position. Fourth position. Neck. High gain. Let's see how she does. Boom. Humbucker. Second position. Third position. Fourth position. Neck pickup. Not bad. One thing I want to see, I'm going to take the noise gate off. And of course, if you've watched my videos before, I sometimes do this to see if the single coils have harsh 60 cycle hum or not. So you can hear in my patch, it's got some hair on it. So that's some high gain. Anytime you have high gain, you're going to get that sound. So here's the humbucker. It's got its own little bit of hum. Here's the middle position. Not a lot of hum. Same for the neck. Unfortunately, in my research, I cannot find any data on these single coil pickups on whether or not they were noiseless or not. I'm going to turn the gate back on to get rid of that hair. There we go, and it's barely on, minus 95.6 in my John Petrucci plugin from Neural DSP. So dead quiet with the tiniest bit of gate. I mean, that thing's barely on. In the single coils, same thing. Just very, very quiet. So these are extremely good, usable single coil pickups. Now, whether they're stacked, I don't know. I never took them apart to look inside to make them noiseless or like humbuckers, really. But they sound like single coils, but they don't have any noise. So I don't know how they're doing that. And I can't find anything online about these pickups and how they made them. And I don't even know what kind of magnets are in them, if they're ceramics or if they're, you know, Alnico 5s or 4s or something. I have no idea. I wish I did, though, because they're great pickups. I am not going to replace these pickups. I'm going to leave them in there as they are. I think they're fantastic. However, I do have some mods in mind because that's just the way I work. I like to make my guitars unique for me. What I do plan on doing is putting a Vega trem in here. As good as this is, because I'm sure you heard it, you know, playing with the bar for a little while there, it stayed in tune, which is great. So it's fairly stable. However, just a quick note, it's stable because of some things that I did. So I got it set up so that it's nice and flat as far as the action is concerned. You know, I'm above the deck a little bit with that bridge, so I have an up pull on it. My action's very, 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 very low. Extremely low, actually. Some buzzing somewhere, but that's just because I have it super low. No high spots, no low spots on the fretboard. By the way, The Japanese quality on these things is amazing. This neck pocket, super tight. The fret edges are very rolled and very comfortable. There's not a sharp fret to be found. The fretwork looks immaculate. All the frets look exactly the same. There's none that are filed sloppy or anything like that. There's no tooling marks anywhere. The nut is cut perfectly. I don't have to touch anything. So the other things that I did, well, I say I didn't have to touch anything, but what I mean by that is I didn't have to file them down or lower the nut slots. What I did have to do, though, to make this as stable as it is obviously I set it up flat like it is and floating. I greased, I have a thing of grease that's made for mechanical. It's actually provided by Vegatrem. I greased those blades, and I also greased the nut slots, and I took the strings off of the string tree. Whenever you have a bent steel string tree, they just are very problematic in keeping your tuning stable when you have a tremolo and you use it. You can set this up as a hardtail, and then it would be fairly stable unless you're doing down-only trem. But other than that, this guitar is built beautifully. I love the quality that comes out of the Japanese factories, man. They are so good. One thing that I am missing, I'm not going to lie, this is a curved body. You can see that the top is curved. It makes it quite comfortable, but not nearly as comfortable as a regular Strat that has the forearm contour cut into it, very rounded over. This is contoured still. You can see the top of the body as a curve, but you still have a little bit against your forearm here. So it's not quite as comfortable as a normal Strat. But goddamn if this isn't one of the sexiest Strats I've ever seen. This finish is amazing. And in certain lights, I can't really get it to show up in the camera, but in certain lights, the paint just looks kind of purple from certain angles. I almost thought this was a flip-flop finish when I first opened it up. But it's not. It's just a metallic Dolphin gray is what they call it, and it's absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. And I think this is a very high quality guitar, and it's very well worth the price they're asking for them. Check them out if you get a chance. You'll love this neck. It's a modern C. It's a 12-inch radius on the fretboard, so it's a little flatter than most Strats, but it's absolutely awesome. I love it a lot. And I think I was telling you guys the mods that I want to do. I want to put a Vegatrem in there. I have chrome covers for Fender single coils. I'm going to put those on to see how it looks, so everything will be chrome. I have a chrome switch tip to go on instead in place of the cream colored one. And of course the Vegatrem doesn't have the plastic tip on its arm, so it'll just be chrome and gray with the cream binding that goes all around the body, if you didn't notice. Stunning guitar. Put your hands on one, try one for yourself, see if you dig it. I think it's fantastic. Locking tuners again, Fender, and they're all shorts. So there's no higher, you know, it's not like a staggered set. They're all short, and it's beautiful. That's what I put on my Fenders when I get them, is the Fender all short locking tuners. Awesome. Check one out. I'm rambling. I'm going to let you go. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you're the best. See you guys in the next one. Peace.